It is so surreal standing here in front of all y'all after 15 years of having attended Pinecrest Academy. It really does feel like just yesterday I was walking through the double doors of the boys' school from the first day of my freshman year. But really, my journey at Pinecrest started much earlier than that. It started 15 years ago when my parents were looking for a private school to send their son to. And a small, private Catholic school called Pinecrest Academy was on that list. And my dad was the lucky one who got to come visit the school. He went on a tour, and he had an incredible conversation with Miss Judy Guilfoyle. And then he went home and told my mom something that I think has proven itself to be very true over the last 15 years. He said, "Darla, our family needs to be at this school." And so in the past week, I've spent a lot of time, on a remote beach in Nicaragua, thinking about why my time at Pinecrest has been so great. And among many, many reasons, one has stuck out. And that was these guys you see sitting in front of me today, the guys that are going to walk across the stage with me and get their diplomas later in the ceremony. These are guys that I've been a kid with, everything from the senior mission trip to the senior prank, which, by the way, ours was definitely better, so don't listen to her, to class retreats, to athletics, to football games, to just spending countless hours with each other. These guys are my best friends. They're the guys I've had the best memories of my life with. These are guys that have inspired me. Guys like Thomas Ross, who gave probably the best speech I've ever heard last night, to Christian Marchione getting this swimming scholarship, to Kevin Ruiz, Mason Moreau, Danny Flanagan spending so much time working on their musical talent, to JP Metz and Raphael Skokonich, who always seem to find a way to keep Christ as the center of their lives. These guys have inspired me to become a better person, or I guess at least try to be a better person, and then to always live our school's motto, which is Semper Altius, always higher. These are guys that I've had life-changing experiences with. Just this last week, we found ourselves in Nicaragua, and we went to the city dump in Chinandega, and we saw where over 1,000 people live every day, and they support their families by rummaging through the trash, which is delivered 6 days a week, so they can find a couple of glass bottles or a little bit of plastic, which they can sell so they can get food. And I think all these guys will agree with me that it was so powerful seeing the kids that lived there, the way they had joy, their happiness, the way they loved one another, and the way they looked after their brothers and sisters. And I think it was a great testimony to how we all need to live charity. And I don't think there's another school, at least in this state or in this country or in this world, where I could have an experience like that with my best friends through my school in a school-related function. But I think that the thing that's made my Pinecrest experience so great has been the fact that we have a true brotherhood. Although we're not all best friends, I could sit down and have a deep, meaningful conversation with any one of these guys, and I know that I could go to them if I ever needed help. And that interconnectedness is what has made Pinecrest so special for me. So I just want to thank each and every one of you guys for making Pinecrest great, because Pinecrest is a great school, but it's only great because it's made up of great families who are made up of great individuals. And that's what you all have been to me. You guys have been great friends, and I couldn't have asked for anyone better to graduate with. Now, I also realized that I wouldn't be here today without my lovely parents who are sitting right there, and the sacrifice they've made to put me through private school, not just the money, but the time, the love, the talent, all the hidden sacrifices. I just want you guys to know that I'm truly grateful for everything. And I also want to thank the rest of my family, my brothers and sister, my grandparents, for always being there for me, for always loving me no matter what I do. And so I'll admit it, I'm not very good at expressing how I feel about people, how much they mean to me. So I'd like to take a moment here in front of all of y'all to say, Mama, dad, Shane, Alexa, Gavin, grandma and grandpa, Grammy and granddaddy. You guys mean the world to me, and I love each and every one of you. And now, finally, I'd like to leave the class of 2013 with 2 challenges that I'm also going to give myself. They come in the form of 2 sayings that I think are very relevant in today's world. The first is one of my mom's favorites. It's that friends come and go, but family is forever. And guys, even though we're going off to college next year, stay in your family's lives, stay in your siblings' lives. They need you, they want you, and believe me, you're not going to regret taking that extra 15 minutes to be on the phone with your parents, even though you might have something better to do. And then also, the second one is one of my personal favorites. It's a little cliche, but it says, hard work beats talent unless talent works hard. And these guys, each and every one of them has accomplished something incredible in high school. If you haven't had the chance to ask them, maybe in the reception, you can just talk about some of the things they've accomplished. It's really unbelievable. But guys, even though you've accomplished so much, next year, or for some of you, the year after, since you're giving a year to the church, you're going to have a blank slate. You're going to have everything to prove, and you're going to have no accomplishments under your name. And so I just encourage you guys to use the same work ethic and drive that you guys have had over the last 4 years and continue that for the next 4 and then after that. And so I'd like to thank all the administration, the faculty, all the parents of these great kids, the founding families, the board, and anyone who made today possible. Thank you so much. And so, class of 2013, we did it. Congratulations, and thank you for being everything that you've been to me. Thank you for your time.